Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between our visitors and our own team. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I don't care how many accolades you had in college. There's no such thing as a can't-miss quarterback. But Blake Bortles has shown in his time in the NFL that he's a guy that you can build a team around.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, shit. It's starting to be a bad habit. It's a bad habit to break. Tomorrow, I'm gonna figure out a time since I got 4 days off this week. Tomorrow I'm gonna be live streaming Fortnite all night. Alright, resume. Go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
Good game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Jacksonville first down with a pickup of 17.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This one complete to Niles Paul. And still fighting. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Doing it again.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
His pass caught at the 4-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Alright, we're doing the quick stance again.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I'm playing them all. I'm going to play it all night.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Coming off injury in 2017 as middle linebacker Jordan Hicks, who's an important part of the Eagles' wide 9 defense. And when you hear that term, think about the defensive ends out wider than normal to have a better angle to rush the quarterback. So that means guys like Jordan Hicks, who play middle linebacker, have to be able to fill in the holes against the running game, and he does that very effectively. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll go with a big bank for it, and they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there, taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambo.
Pick off the middle. Firm press. Received.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away.
Boom.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
If you need to go Fortnite, you have to do it in the game.
Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Cards in stores for Fortnite. Sorry. Still blitz, man, blitz, thunder smoke.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Green Brown. We're sure they're in a fight.
They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
False start, offense.
Ooh. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up.
5-yard penalty.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Next one, I'm going to do a Hail Mary. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Slide.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that'll make it third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
He'll look to throw.
Ooh.
Right when that's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 50 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lee. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps. It cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
8 yards.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Clock continues to burn. There's going to be a touchdown.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Man coverage, cover 1, level press.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Gain 6 yards. Clock continues to burn.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We're ready.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi.
There's a flag.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Sweet.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Pull him back 10 yards.
Now flags come in here.
Flag.
Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start. Offense.
They get Lane Johnson, the number 4 pick back in 2013.
Still first down.
Damn. Still 9 minutes left in first, and they got 2 penalties.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. And what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
There we go.
Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at about the 32. On play action, they'll throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there. And he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
There you go.
They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down.
Drag wheel.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock the ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He'll rifle it. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dante Moncrief, 55 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Here you go, Eagles. Take it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Ooh,
Back to throw here.
Oh, my God.
Left side is Wallace complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Cover 3 zone. Cover 3 zone.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they got a flag.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Cloud press. And because we haven't used that play.
Now they try the
Get
right
him,
side
get his
here.
ass.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Glitching?
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run him here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Last time I said I got to deal with it.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here.
Nope, he didn't make it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
It got knocked.
And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Okay, go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Niles Paul,
Ain't
the
incomplete. You bullshitting me. This is what I'm gonna do. Oh, I don't have the option to challenge.
Target, and that'll bring up 2nd.
What? Yeah, but I don't have the option to challenge.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And
Pass
that'll be
interference.
incomplete as it's knocked away.
That's what
but
that
a
flag is
penalty
for.
flag
Pass
is
interference.
down. So who's this going to be on?
Pass interference.
Gotcha.
Defense.
So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down.
Yep.
You put a lot of emphasis on because
That was a
third
pass
down is key
interference.
for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up.
See something real quick. Looks like buying already started. I got multiple accounts, so I can like the string with my other accounts. I brought back my other channel back.
It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
I'm going to choose between the square and X. Go ahead and do it.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
You get him.
I know our
Right,
vantage point
play.
might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play
make
just
the
didn't look
right
right from the
play.
beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third and short,
Ooh,
they'll
he's
try
open.
and pick it up through the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Shotgun
A pretty
pass,
sizable
touchdown.
deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that
Hey.
last third down play,
Blue
that's
42,
exactly what they
blue
talked
42.
about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
That bitch.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
What?
And he will have the first
Hey,
down
look,
before
what's the
he's
flag
brought
for?
down at the 3.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
What is it? Oh, face mask.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15
it was a face
yards.
mask.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, get this motherfucker in.
Blue 40 who? Blue 40 who?
Here's Fournette. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
2:18 left to play in the first quarter.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped the ball?
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
False start, offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wallace. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Eagles. I guarantee you it's on them.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Illegal block in the back.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll drop the throw. Pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Malik Jackson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
There we go.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Excuse me.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And now we're down to
and now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Paul. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First down.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be not selective anymore, but a little looser, right? You're feeling good about things. Accurate, ball's being completed, yardage is being gained. Go ahead and keep taking shots. The whole team has confidence now. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Lambeau will put this this one through.
27-0 for
And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. The Jaguars have the early lead here. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Wallace, 75 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
God damn it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wallace. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
No, that was 5 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Play action pass. Really, 7-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Fournette. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Keep it going.
Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he comes back with one complete. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He came very close to absolutely destroying their defensive strategy, didn't he? Broke some tackles and came very close to picking up a 1st down. They've got to wrap up better.
Indeed, but they were able to get him down before that marker.
Here we go. Check it backer. Switch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
2 for 2.
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
4 down. There we go. Back man.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he dropped it.
Boom.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
What the hell was that?
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Action pass.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Guys, man, complete over the middle. It's Lane. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. A handoff to Fournette. Runs through the contact. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars continue to roll. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Come on.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Come on, Eagles, what happened?
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Oh, bitch.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
No fucking way.
That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
False start, offense.
The Eagles are just getting
jumping early
flared.
from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped. The yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
Didn't make it.
So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Back to throw here. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked.
Fuck, he had it.
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride is kicked in. Made a terrific play.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau.
Hello, Eagles.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Boom.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Clock continues to burn.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL. Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
And we got 11 seconds to the 2-minute warning.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
2-minute warning.
46 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Boom.
He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness and he's chipping away their confidence.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there. And tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Right.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Continues to burn.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars continue to roll.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on. Eagles still stuck in.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
17 seconds to half.
Here we go. What's the mic? What's your son? I got you, punk.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen as we send you right back out